All right, you guys wanted it. It is finally happening. We are gonna do a how I did it 1v1 attacking with a special guest because he knows more about it than I do.
Hey guys.
So good. It's so good. So he's gonna do attacking. That's DC Freestyle, Daniel Cutting, he's the man. And I am gonna do 1v1 defending. So you guys are gonna get the best of both worlds. You're welcome. DC, you're going first.
Yeah?
Yeah, 1v1 attacking.
Nice.
What do you got? Like any early tips right away? Like what are you thinking about when you pick up the ball?
I think you're thinking about pushing. Always just pushing forward and trying to attack with confidence.
Okay.
That's the best thing.
I'm gonna say this. I've had the benefit of playing against some top players, one of which was Messi. And what I loved about Messi in particular was every time he picked up the ball, he wasn't looking to play sideways or backwards. He was always going forward. Direct.
Yeah.
Not wasting time, not hesitating as to, am I gonna go or gonna do? He just gets it and goes.
Yeah.
And then you have to try to catch him.
Yeah, and that's what the best players do. They know exactly what they want to do and they just do it.
So this isn't gonna be my true defending, but I'm gonna be the dummy defender.
Oh no, this will be his true defender.
I mean, that's a Wembley Cup dig right there. I mean,
how many goals? 7?
It was 7 goals. It was 7 goals.
I only got 1 though. I should have had 7 myself.
Well, that's true, that's fair. So right now, DC's gonna walk us through a couple moves that you guys should think about when you're in these situations when you're attacking. I'm gonna lightly defend him in different spaces. So I might be a little bit too tight, I might be too far away, and then how he can take advantage of that. All right, so he's just gonna run at me. I'm gonna back off on this first one. I'm gonna back way off and then he can make a decision how he wants to attack me from there.
Cool? Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna come in, back off a little bit. Just in 1v1 situations, ultimately what you wanna do, no matter what, well, especially when you're attacking, is how do you create space to do what you wanna do? Sometimes it's a shot on goal, sometimes it's trying to break away. There's so many different ways to slice this.
Yeah.
Defended that one pretty properly. I'll explain to you later why. But I'm gonna defend kind of just straight up. And you'll see how I adjust the ball and how he's gonna take advantage of it. Perfect. The problem I have from a defensive standpoint is when I lock in and get my hips square, I don't really have any time to turn. And then for him, that's a cue that he can run at me with speed.
If you see someone square defending, that's exactly what you want as an attacker. Because you know for a fact you can shift the ball one way and they're just going to be static and they're going to be able to move and you can go the other way.
On this one, I'm going to go in and be really aggressive and see how he reacts to me coming in with some speed, trying to defend him with speed. I say aggressive, but I'm trying to build him up right now. He could have had me though. Perfect. Ooh. That's a good move. What I love about that move is you can tell he already thought about what he wanted to do before it happened. Perfect. Denied. He tried. It didn't work. He tried. It didn't work. We got it here. Come on. Here we go. He's ready. Perfect. Pressure's on! Pressure's on! I want to slow it down a little bit too. Whoa.
Overkill.
That is next level. If you guys can do that, warm ballers for life. I mean, that you get an instant title.
There's nothing worse than overcomplicating the move. A simple drop of the shoulder, a little step over is so much more effective in my opinion than, you know, beating a player once, coming back the other way, then trying to take him on again. It looks cool to do it, and if you can really make a defender go this way, that way, that's great. But the simple moves, the little shimmies, the little fake shots, I just think they're a lot more effective, and you see professional footballers in particular use those a lot more. You don't, other than, you know, your Ronaldos and your real flair players in general just tend to do really. Messi is a great example of someone who
like just dips his shoulder, right? And he gets
and it's so quick, and it's just you never really see Messi doing step overs or doing too much crazy stuff. It's that quick feet.
He's just trying to get to the goal as fast as possible.
Low center of gravity, great balance, and he's able to just go around players. You're like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, keep it simple. Keep it simple is the best advice I can give.
Okay, now we're gonna do 1v1 defending, and the first rule about this is that you want to defend. Get that want to. You gotta have the desire to want to do it. You gotta be like Gandalf. You shall not pass! And if you embody that attitude, then you're gonna be a great defender. I mean, that's half of it. I mean, people say I don't really have much ability, but I have a heart of a lion. And that makes a big difference, right, DC? I mean, you gotta be able to want to do it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm bringing him into it right now.
I never did. That's why I'm.
No, that's why you're an attacker. It's fine. The ladies love goal
when
scorers.
you do get a nice clean tackle,
It's nice.
It's a nice feeling.
Nice. That's where everything starts. That's the crux of defending. It's just the willingness to do it. Okay, the second thing you need to know about defending, you gotta have awareness. It's situational. Okay, so I know if DC's got the ball and he's on the sideline and he's closer to the end line, I know he's gonna cross it. So how I approach it, how I defend it's gonna be different than if I'm isolated 1v1 in the middle of the field. So you have to know what is around you. You have to know a little bit about the player you're going against. What does he like to do as a player? Does he like to dribble? Does he like to stop and pass? Is he looking for through balls? You know, everybody has their, what excites them about the game. Right, so I'd always kind of figure that out. For instance, I'll give you an example. Freddie Adu, one of the most hyped players in the history of the world. He loved to beat you, and then he would stop once he beat you and try to beat you again. So you knew that if he got past you, you still had a chance as long as you continued to play and work hard to get back into a good defending position. So outside of the mental side of it, the first real thing you need to do is how you close down the opponent. If you're too far away, then he can pick up his head and do whatever he wants, and the game is easy. He can smoke a cigarette, do whatever, right? You're not doing anything. You're not even defending, okay? But if you get too tight, then you've made the decision easy for him because he's probably just gonna run past you and take the space that you just left. So you have to find that nice cushion where if he does take a big touch, you can get right on it and win it. Or if he holds it close, you can make him turn around and play a different direction. That spacing is so important, but also having an understanding and awareness of who has the ball and the situation that you're in, because then you can approach the game in a little bit different way. Then the second thing you need to think about is not getting caught square. Okay, you never want to catch your body square, because what ends up happening is he can just run past me. So if DC's got the ball and he comes in and I get caught square, I've given him both sides ultimately. I mean, I can lunge, but I'm making the game a little bit more predictable, a little bit easier for him. And that's what he wants. He said it earlier, that's what he wants to see is when I get caught square. The best way to approach a ball is at an angle. You want to angle your body so that even I take away 1 foot, and then if he wants to run past me, I can run with you. So if you take a touch, I'm still with you. He might beat me a little bit, but I've still got an angle to make a play. That's really, really important. Even if I overplay my space and he still cuts that way, I can pivot and I'm still here. So staying in an angle allows me to pivot. So I'm always pivoting. Whereas if I get my body caught, I now have to take 3 steps to get to that same thing. Okay, so this is just putting your now you can just pivot and now you can run. Everything's a lot easier when you're in an angle. If you're caught flat, it just takes 1, 2, 3, and now he's already past you, never catching him. For the people that want a little bit of insight, when they're running past you, just give them an arm. You don't want to grab anything, you just want to slow him down. So if I know that he's going to be running past me, I'm still going to try to make his life difficult, so I'll just give him a little nudge. And it's just enough to throw him off, because then all of a sudden if he takes that big touch, then I've given him a nudge, and then I clear the ball and I'm out. But you don't want to be so over the top aggressive where you're going all crazy or whatever. It's just these little tiny nudges.
Subtle,
yeah, and creating this little bit of space between you and the attacker. In terms of 1v1 defending, just don't get caught flat. Make sure your space is good. Know everybody that's around you and where you need to be. And then when you have a chance to win the ball, you win it. Now that I've seen a lot of things written or seen videos about how you shouldn't make the first move on defending. You should be patient, and I understand that. But there are moments if I sense hesitation here where all of a sudden he's coming in, and then I've slowed him down and now he's turning around because I've got here, I can now go in and try to win it. Okay, there are times where I think you can make the first move, but you gotta put him in the area to make that happen. Ultimately, you wanna be patient, but if you're playing against a good player that plays with purpose, then he already knows what he wants to do. So you just wanna kinda corral him into the area where you can make a play. And once he puts his head down, or you can tell that he didn't get to do what he wanted to do, then I think you can go in and be a little bit aggressive and try to win it. Also, you gotta know what part of the field you're in. If you are up in midfield and you know you have some cover, then I think you can be a little riskier. But if you're 1v1 and you're isolated, then yes, you need to stay off and wait for some help. That's when you need to listen and be a good listener and understand where they're trying to go and how they're trying to beat you. So I'm talking a lot because I like talking.
He does. I like listening.
That was another fantastic episode of How I Did It. Thank you, Mr. DC,
Thanks
Daniel
for having
Cutting.
me, man. It's been great.
You're the man, and hopefully we can do another video together soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know what you want to do, like what tips you want to show.
We're going to do some stuff on my channel as well.
All right, cool.
Let's do
Look
it.
forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Wait, I forgot. Make sure you subscribe to DC's channel and then my channel, of course.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it. Follow us on all the social media
Drop the video,
stuff.
thumbs up if you enjoyed it.
Thumbs up if you enjoyed it.
Comment below.
Comment below.
If you enjoyed it.
It sounds like you have a YouTube channel.
If you didn't enjoy it, comment below. Say something
and
nice.
let us know what you want to see next.
Yeah.
The next How I Did It. And we'll go from there.
Awesome. See ya.